is about family and tradition, and no one carries on the tradition more than the Alba.
When it comes to the artists and craftsmen here at Mario's Auto Works, there's a family that has plenty of old-school education.
They don't teach what I want to learn at school. I want to, you know, work with the family and the family business.
They already have the next generation ready to roll.
Andrew, my boy Andrew, he's 4 years old, and he's already a lowrider fanatic.
Oh yeah? I heard you hopped the car with him in the back.
Yeah, he cruises with me. You know, I got him in his car seat, and we hop and play with the switches, and he loves it, and he's like, you know, hop it, Dad, hop it. He loves
like a
it.
rider for them.
Oh yeah, it's better than Disneyland.
There's a good chance that little Andrew will someday be the one building those hoppers.
They're born to work, and everybody that knows us tells us they're your future employees. And I says, yeah, because it's funny like that, because we've had a lot of employees come and go here, but nobody does it like our family.
One of their cars has been on display at the world-famous Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles. And of all things, it's a VW Jetta.
True artist in that vehicle would have to go to my brothers, Greg and Adrian, especially Greg.
That was more of my expression of building something as radical as I can. That's all my creativity. That's a lot of time in my life that I invested into it.
And not bad for the first car that you took on.
Not as far as that, yeah.
Yeah, so if that's your first,
And the funny thing is that the owner of it, I mean, he'd come in and he'd say, you know, I don't have to win. I just want a nice car. I just want to go and I want people to, you know, say,
admire that car.
Whose car is that? That's mine. You know, he'd want it just to be admired, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, yeah. I go, well, we're going to see what we can do. I can't promise you a win, but, you know.
Winning awards is something of a pastime around here. We know these guys are good, but the real question is, how good?
How good are we? You know, we just sit around cleaning trophies all day. Actually, real story. We had that back room and this whole thing full of trophies at one time, but it was like, all right, this is a little overkill.
Well, you'll have to blame it all on this guy. In the world of lowriders, the man who created this car shop gets nothing but respect.
Mario Sr., he's a legend in my eyes. He's an icon in this lowrider game.
He started his own legacy of lowriding. Now 3 generations down, meet Mario de Alba.
Originally from Tijuana, he arrived with dreams and talent. And while his award-winning cars are a great source of pride, he has to love the fact that his kids have always seen him as the ultimate role model.
And I remember being a little kid and sitting there and watching him. I always wanted to you know, mimic him, you know, just be just like him. Because you know what, I ended up being just like him.
Growing up as a Diablo with my dad, he's a law. To me, he's a 10-foot tall man. You know, I'll never be bigger than him.
My daddy, he's got his unique style. He's the one that I consider and have to sit back and say that he has the old school touch, flavor, and style.
I had a passion for cars since I was a kid, you know, because I used to see the cars, and especially when they were fixed up nice, you know, and I always thought maybe one day, you know, I wish that I could learn, you know, to be able to construct one of those cars. And time went by, I kept at it, you know, like, because it was like my dream. It was my dream.
He's taken his dream a long way.
I never even thought that we would have our own business and stay in business for so long. And it's all due up to because we all work together. We don't call him sick. We'll probably call him dead before we call him sick.
Coming up, Junior's Killer Ride.
Oh wow, look at this.
And another family of high-hopping lowriders who build with passion.
That made me appreciate the cars so much more.